Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Global Happenings Today YouTube channel. We have very two interesting news to render. One has to do with the fact that prominent Nigerians are beginning to look at the last hope of the common man as the only people or the only sector or arm of the government that can either make or may or decide the fate of Nigeria and Nigerians as a whole. And this is what they have to say. And another news as well, the great moves to find the final card that has been played by the opposition against LP, that despite the petition, they have decided to go internal and they are beginning to review. LP spokesmen are beginning to review what is happening per state using case study of Imo State and nationally what is going on within Labour Party. Despite the fact that obedient and Nigerian youth have decided to make their choice via their vote and they hope that their vote will count. All of this we're going to wrap up into one news very quickly, but before we do that, kindly subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it. You see bell notification icon, please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update the channel on YouTube. Let's start with the very first news. As Nigerians prepare for the upcoming legal battle between Peter Obi and Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu over the outcome of the contentious February 25th presidential election, prominent Southwest politician and former deputy governor of Lagos State, Alhaja Sinatu Ojikutu, has come out to give reasons why the judiciary cannot afford to give a wrong judgment at the election tribunal. Speaking during an interview a few hours ago, Ojikutu, who served under the Michael Otedola administration 3 decades ago, that's 30 years ago, insisted that the judges and lawyers must prevent the country from slipping into further moral decay by delivering the right judgment at the election tribunal. Apart from calling for a televised trial, the former deputy governor urged the lawyers not to use deceitful technicalities to get a favorable court ruling against the wishes of the people. She said, and I quote her word for word, "If whatever they are doing in the tribunal is open, facts are presented, and I am begging all these lawyers to fear God, to stop using technicalities to increase bad behavior in the country. Because if someone has stolen and it is obvious to everyone that that person has stolen and the evidence is there, and then you now bring one technicality to make a man escape with the loot, what kind of nation are we trying to build?" she asked. Others too will come to in, I take that again, others too will come in and steal and be looking for technicality with which to escape. So I'm appealing to the lawyers to fear God. For every nation that has become great, the legal system has helped. And then for the nations that have become great, the media too have helped to expose whatever bad that is going on. And Nigeria should be different. So many things are obviously wrong, and don't let any lawyer come and make what is wrong appear right for us, because they're damaging the future. Wow, well said, ma'am. Well said. The woman here in question was one time the former deputy governor of Lagos State. You could say that was the one deputizing Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Talk about someone from your past. All right, but then let's find out what is going on in LP that is making this spokesperson of Labour Party to scream to high heavens. As the internal crisis in Labour Party LP continues to worsen, the acting National Publicity Secretary of the party, Obiora Ifo, has again accused the ruling All Progressive Congress APC of trying to take over the party. According to the report, Ifo alleged that APC agents are in the party and they're fighting to take over. He reiterated that Abure leadership has not agreed to the rumored out-of-court settlement with a Papa-led faction. Ifo claimed that Papa-led faction has been dishing out lies to the public and urged Nigerians to disregard any information from their group. The LP spokesperson also accused the group of being sponsored by Imo State government to hold their own primary in the state and make it difficult for Labour Party gubernatorial candidate to pursue the election. He accused them of being agents of the ruling APC, adding that they won't be allowed to take over the party. These men are agents of the All Progressive Congress APC and are not hiding it. These are men that are fighting to take over Labour Party, but we are ready for them. We would rather settle the case, alleged forgery, in court once and for all. In that way, all the rodents that found their way into the party will be completely extinguished. Wow. Now, okay, but let's start with what is happening in Labour Party. I could still remember at the beginning they said a party that have no structure, a structureless party, that it took many APC and PDP years of structure to build. Like Peter Obi will say, structure of criminality. Nigerians, you rule through me. I am accountable. Hold me responsible for this, that. He kept on telling Nigerians his campaign promises, how he's going about it, how he's going to achieve it. The rest said, vote me and I will not bring you down. Others say, vote me because don't vote a Yoruba man, don't vote Igbo man, vote me because I'm from the north. The other one say, below con. But he was different in his analogy. And many politicians actually didn't give it to Labour Party. They were so sure that he has no structure. There's no way he would have made it. And now all of a sudden, they just discovered that a party that Peter Obi entered for 9 months and was able to get himself some good seat in Senate and House of Rep, it clearly shows that if you allow it, they allow that party to grow, is going to be a tsunami. In fact, it's actually a tsunami, electoral tsunami. So for someone like Hope Uzodinma who understands that the Imolite, the average Imolite probably doesn't like much of Hope Uzodinma. So anybody that is willing to contest, Imolites are ready to vote. Just anybody but Hope Uzodinma, literally. I'm just speaking based on feelers we got on the streets. Now, but if they allow anybody to emerge, especially in Labour Party, it's going to be something that will be a tussle that will be interesting to report. And the best way to do it is to make sure that no single one person emerges. So what did they do? They made sure that when they were all entering Labour Party, a lot of Nigerians are wondering, I hope these people are not the corrupt politicians that will come and disengage or disrupt the party. But they all said, no, it's possible it's not. Now with all the things going on, it's obvious that this whole thing is getting clearer, that Labour Party, if you allow them to move smoothly the way they are moving, they may likely unseat even a sitting governor. Hence, you're seeing that. And now with the other news, Elijah have said it all. Much as you're looking at technicalities, whatever it is, society can be great, it can be a mediocre, all depends on these key factors. The judiciary, the lawyers themselves, who would, if you keep, all they need to do is loot, get the best of brains to defend their loot. And by the time young Nigerians who have been told to follow good moral standard, go to school and you'll be great, and they discover that a thief can actually not go to school and loot and still go work scot-free and still be a big boy, and they will be celebrated and given chieftaincy title and giving titles, why should I become a good guy? So yes, Elijah is right by saying, please, the legislature, the judges should please do the right thing so that they can keep our moral standard very high in Nigeria. That's going to wrap it up. Let's visit that conversation.